Boys, today we are going to be taking a look at every single map in Black Ops 7 and breaking them down, because if you didn't know, this year Activision is being quite secretive about the maps in the next Call of Duty, probably because they're trying to build some kind of hype for the game. But that didn't stop me and a few other people from figuring out a lot of different things about these maps. Obviously, if you're into Call of Duty content, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as it is extremely small right now. And with that being said, thank you guys so much and enjoy the video. Boys, welcome to the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 tier list. Now, I know I already did an intro, but I'm just gonna quickly explain it again. Basically, I'm ranking every single map in Black Ops 7. And now you're gonna ask, Nitrit, how do you know what the maps look like? I don't.
What?
And that's kind of the point. I did do a lot of research, probably too much research, I'm gonna just be honest. But this year, I'm just really concerned, just like you guys. I really just don't know what to expect. There's a part of me that really wants to go all in on this Call of Duty, you know, like channel or FPS channel. But if there's no good COD, what am I supposed to do? So I've been heavily invested this year into Call of Duty. And I even talked with some people who have played the Call of Duty next. For legal reasons, I ain't gonna expose them. But I do know a little bit about the maps, and I think you guys will be surprised about how much information I actually do know. And by the way, this video is also brought to you by MS Paint. I'm gonna be drawing out the maps just for a little bit of understanding, but I mean, I have lots of footage of all the different maps and everything, so it'll be easy to understand along the way. First things first, we have the Forge. Not just Forge, the Forge. I don't know why they call it that. A little dumb, just call it Forge. Now, this seems to be the map that they kind of are focusing on a lot. There is like an overview of the map. We do get to see like the entire map. It's pretty much on an island. If you check right here, this is one spawn right here, and then this is the other spawn on the other side. If I quickly take out my MS Paint, I will show you. The map is obviously going to be squared off just like most maps. This is spawn 1, this spawn right here, and then this is going to be spawn 2. Right here we have the statue. As you can see, the statue is right here. And then in the trailer, they actually kind of go through the entire map already, okay? In the middle, you do have this big ass turret right here. The window on this side, as well as the window is on the other side as well. Now, if we see this area here, there is actually a secret window right behind this wall, actually, and it is this window across the way. So basically, once you jump through this window, it's either this window or the window that mimics it across. You pretty much pop out on the other side. This area here is shown a lot in the trailer. I'll definitely show some footage here. And then on the other side, the only footage that we have is this dev playing, pretty much just running through the back area. Now, as you can see, there is a little bridge right here. It's like that on the other side as well. It's perfectly 50-50 on both sides, which I think will be good. A lot of good maps are 50-50 like that. But the big question is, where am I gonna rank this? So I have S, A, B, C, D. I think this is gonna be an okay map. A lot of people, a lot of devs are saying they like the map. I don't trust the devs at all. Let me just say that they've been wrong a lot. Yeah, they said this map was gonna be the raid of Black Ops 6. They thought that map was raid. I don't. Next, we have Blackheart, another pretty much symmetrical map all around. This is one spawn on this side, obviously. The other spawn is on this side. I forgot to mention, the last one is a beta map. So in next week, I think, you'll be playing this one as well. So starting off on the other side that we can't see, that's where this dangerous pit is. So there is some footage. This is like a grinder. You cannot fall down into it. You will die. And you cannot make the jump without Exo Boost. You need Exo Boost to be able to make this jump on this side. The other side is fine. This little middle here, if you see this door goes out right here. If I could draw this map, I'll draw it quickly. It is extremely small, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of shaped like a stop sign. Stop sign? What stop sign, man? And then on this side is pretty much where you have like the grinder thingy. And then this side is where you kind of have the room that goes into the middle. The middle, there's like a floating area. You've seen it in the trailer. It's a basic 3-lane map. You can go through this way, this way, this way. Extremely small. Pretty much the size of like, I don't know, Rust or something. I'm gonna be honest, I I feel like this one for camo grinding is gonna be a good map, but besides that, it's just too small. It's too perfect. It's too cookie cutter. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about when I say cookie cutter, but it's just something I always hated about maps. It's something I noticed the community hated about maps. I'm gonna put in C class. I don't think very many people are gonna like it. The only reason it's not in D class is strictly because trick shotters are probably gonna like it, and it's probably also gonna make the camo grind really easy. I'm keeping it there. I'm not gonna move it. And then next we have flagship. Again, lots of video footage of this one as well. This one's kind of weird. It's pretty much the same as the last map. I'm not even kidding. It's pretty much identical. You have the spawn on this side, you have the spawn on the other side, and it is actually like a 4-lane map, kind of like a 5-lane map, and let me explain that actually. So if I erase everything we just drew, I'm gonna keep the big thing in the middle because this one also has a big thing in the middle. It's pretty much identical. You have the upper section, which is right here. This is upper on both sides, and then there is a middle area here that connects the two sides. So again, pretty much the same size of like Rust. And a little weird thing, there is a gap in the middle with a little zip line, and you can see it in the trailer. I'll show you a clip, but you could also just see it right here. This is pretty much the size of a gunfight map. I don't know how it's gonna work. One thing I also noticed is there's kind of like this little ledge that you can kind of camp on. You can see it perfectly in the trailer. Now, I'll be honest, I forgot this map was in the game that quick. I'm actually gonna move up Blackheart. I'll move it to B, okay? Because it does have a little bit going for it. Flagship got pretty much nothing going for it. I can't imagine like playing SND on this map. I can't imagine playing Domination on this map. I can't even imagine playing Hardpoint on the map. It's pretty much the Nuketown of Black Ops 7, but like just with no, I don't know, just no life. It's just machines working on a boat. It's just, I don't know. Nobody's gonna vote for it. Nobody's gonna remember it. Nobody's gonna care about it. Next, we have Homestead. Fun fact, this is apparently Mason's cabin. Now, this map is a little weird. I would draw it out. You know what? I'll still draw it out. It's weird though. It's extremely weird. You have this ginormous cabin in the middle here. All the footage that we have of this map is only of this side right here, like under this bridge. You'll recognize the bridge, and then like right over here. So this is the other side of the map, I'm pretty sure, because you can't see it anywhere. And the shape of this map is just so odd. So if I were to map it out, you're gonna have like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. You're gonna have like your cabin here, a bridge here, another cabin here, another cabin here. I know, it's so weird. And then the entire map shape is gonna be kind of like this. And then this is all ocean, and then this is all woods. So this cabin right here is this cabin right here, this bridge right here is this bridge right here, and then like all the footage that we have on this map is just in this little area. We have no view besides like a 2-second clip of the inside, and it pretty much shows you nothing. Now, with that being said, the map looks good, but looks isn't everything. It is a lot, let's be real, but it isn't everything. We've had night maps that looked good that didn't do that successful. It just looks way too open. Nobody likes the maps where you're fighting like for a house that's in the middle. I'm gonna put it in C class. I think people will vote it, but they won't actually like it. I'm gonna just be real. Next, we have another beta map that I cannot map out because it's just, this map is confusing in a good way. It's hard to tell, but it's a little bit of subway themed. Like you can go through a little subway section as well. Obviously, you can see the big subway right here. I know this is one side of the start of the map. I don't know where the other start is. The map looks good. It looks fun. The Japanese map that was in MW3, the recent one, a lot of people liked it. This looks very familiar. Call me crazy. I think people are gonna love this. People are gonna want it. It's gonna get remastered in Black Ops 11 in well, at this rate, in like 2 years. Next, we have Cortex. Now, this map is very, very deceiving. So I'll show you what map it makes me think of. It's a Black Ops 3 map. I can never remember map names, but it looks like that from the photos, but in reality, I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. So basically, this is one spawn right here, and then this up here on the top left is the other spawn. Now, I'll map out this map because you're gonna need it. But basically, how this map looks, it's a rectangular shaped map. Now, on this side, you have like all the grass and everything. And then on this side, you have like all the water. So I'll show you what I mean. You see all the little water and cliffs right here. And then you see all the grass up here. This is the grass side. So this is one spawn. This is the other spawn. Right here is where the outskirts area, like where all the balconies are, as you can see right here. And then right here is a little indent place where you can go inside the middle of the map here. Kind of looks like this. And then in the middle is a ginormous like golden tube. I'm guessing that the tube kind of reaches down here maybe. I'm not too sure, but it looks something like this. There's lots of footage of this golden tube that reaches down the middle. I hope it's kind of like a clear shot. Maybe there's going to be something in the way right here, but it would be super cool to see another map where you can kind of like snipe right down the middle and see if you can kind of like get a quad feed right off the rip. And then I am guessing, I'm not 100% sure, but I am guessing, and I am pretty sure as well, that this is where the lab is going to be, the little red lab with all the little red tubes. As you can see right here, the red tube lab. Now the reason I'm thinking that is because this is the other side of the map, right? And so you're gonna go through these little doors and you're gonna reach the red tube, because you can see right here the doors, and there's also footage of these doors as well. And then this little spot right here, I'm pretty sure is up here at the top with where I put the grass. I didn't make enough room, but just imagine it right here or something. Now one problem I noticed with the map is it's pretty much like primarily indoors, which usually doesn't do well. I think it deserves a good place behind Blackheart. I don't think a lot of people are gonna play it. Maybe they will, but it's really hard to say, honestly. Next we have Raid. Lots of footage of this. We already know what Raid looks like as well. I'm pretty sure you guys would shoot me if I didn't put it S tier. Not to mention, I just want to put it S tier anyways. I love Raid. Everyone loves Raid. It's one of the best maps, probably top 3 best maps in Call of Duty history. Next we have Colossus. I reckon that this map is pretty much identical to Aquarium. Now there's not a lot of footage of this map, and because we're already 8 maps in, like the footage is gonna start getting scarce, but I can still kind of map it out in my head. I still kind of already know what it's gonna look like, I'm pretty sure. So this right here is gonna be the middle of the map, like dead center in the middle, I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be the far left, and then this is gonna be the far right, kind of like how you see over here on the water side. It doesn't look that good, like appealing wise. It might flow good, but it doesn't even look like it's gonna flow good. I think we just got another Aquarium on our hands, where it's not like the best map ever. It's also not, you know, that good. Arguably one of the worst maps in Black Ops 3. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it dirty. I think nobody's gonna really want to play this map. Remember, we gotta guess what the community is gonna like, because I'm gonna redo this tier list again and, you know, kind of see how close I was. But I'm gonna guess it's gonna be C tier. I think this is gonna be like an alright map. Nobody really cares. It's gonna get forgotten about. Nobody's gonna play. Next we have Express. Not a lot of footage on this either, but obviously we already know what Express looks like. I think it's gonna be an S tier map per usual, on top of all the like double jumping you kind of have already. I think it's actually gonna add a lot to Express. Next we have Paranoia. Now one of these maps gotta be F tier, and if any of them are gonna be F tier, it's gonna be this one. This map is like all indoors. We barely have any footage of it. It's gonna be bad. Matter of fact, let me make this a big F tier. One sec. Ain't nobody gonna be voting for Paranoia when it comes up, okay? I also haven't heard the devs even talk about this one through all my research, so that's just how you know it's a bad map. Next we have Exposure. Again, not a lot of footage. I don't know why I keep saying it. The rest of the maps barely have footage of them, okay? But I will say the layout looks good. It looks confusing, which is good, because you don't want a cookie cutter map that looks dumb and is just the same thing as a map we had 2 years ago, which we had 4 years ago, which we had 6 years ago. It gives me a lot of vibes of like Advanced Warfare. I think it's actually gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be that good, okay? I think it's gonna be good on SND. I think we're gonna have fun on it. I think it's gonna be a fine map. Put it right in the middle, leave it at B tier. Next we have Hijacked. I mean, do I even have to say it? Then we have Scar. Now I could map this one out, but it is very confusing. I did figure out the map layout a little bit, actually. You know what? If you want to know what it looks like, I'll go through it with you, okay? So this right here is gonna be spawn 1 right here, and then right over at this post office right here is going to be spawn 2. Now this map is going to be crooked in a way, okay? So it's going to kind of look like this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Come back around like this. It's probably going to look a bit more like this or something. Basically, I'll start drawing it out. So we have the greenhouse right here, which you can kind of see another building right next to it. You can run behind the greenhouse, I'm pretty sure, so you can kind of like run around this way and go through here. And then right here we have the post office, okay? Bear with me. Stay Stay with me. Now in the middle, you have these two trucks, okay? You have the truck that's in the spawn like this, and then you have the other truck that's kind of like this, okay? Now in this section right here, it's gonna be super hard to draw, but you have like an L section, which you can see in the trailer footage, that kind of goes like this. It's gonna go something like this, okay? So you can kind of go through here, you can go through here, you can go through the post office, okay? So this is another spawn. You can go through here, and I'm guessing you could probably go through here. So this is kind of what it's generally gonna look like. You can go into the green building too, I'm pretty sure. At least you can go on top of it. You can clearly see that here. And you can even go like behind the post office a bit. Like I kind of drew it like you can't, but you can. It's super confusing map. Listen, there's not a lot of footage of it. That's what it's gonna look like. Now, one of the devs did say that they like this map. I don't trust them. This map is gonna be awful. This is gonna be F tier. Is it gonna be F tier? I'll say it's gonna be C tier. It doesn't look that good, but I feel like people are gonna vote it a few times. I feel like it'll be just enough to get the job done. You know what I mean? I'll probably swap this around even. Leave Colossal there at the back, okay? Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I don't think I mentioned it. Exposure is another beta map. And speaking of beta maps, we have Imprint. Now, this one, we have no idea what the inside is really gonna look like pretty much at all. I can tell you right now, this is one side of the map. I don't think it's the middle. I think it's like the edge of the map, you know what I mean? Where you can kind of bounce off and go into the middle. I'm pretty sure I heard a dev talking about that. But yeah, two spawns on each side, obviously. Very Summit-like. I'm pretty sure they were just going for Summit vibes. I feel like trick shotters will like this one because you can jump off the edge, do a loop-de-loop. I don't know why they're being so secretive. I mean, like, look at the photos they took. This gives us zero information. I have no idea what this map is about. But if I were to guess, I think it's going to be another bad snow map. Not a great snow map, but, you know, another bad snow map. But I think the layout might save it, okay? You know what? Screw it. No, some maps have to go F tier. I think this is gonna go F. I'll put it in front of Paranoia, but I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take a wild card here. I'm gonna say that people, well, actually, no, there is one other map that's like Havoc from Black Ops 3. I'll put that there. I got a special place for that one. This one I'll put up here. I think it's gonna be enough like Summit that it'll win people's hearts. Next, we have the map that I was just talking about that is just like Havoc. So like pretty much no footage of this map. All we have is this little cave area. It looks very boring. It looks very bland, and it looks very open. Now, in a way, I could be wrong. This could just be like Stronghold, which is probably an S tier map as well. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say it's an F tier map. Listen, one of these snow maps is gonna be F tier. It's either gonna be Imprint or Revival, okay? It's one of them. And then last but not least, we have Den. Now, this map they have been extremely secretive of. What I can get from the images though is this little temple in the middle is gonna be kind of like home base, like in the middle. This is gonna be like the top area of the castle. You can kind of see here, and the reason I think that is because if you look out the window right there, you can see just a little sliver of roof. Now, I do think this map is gonna be humongous, but I also feel like it kind of has something going, you know? It just kind of looks like, it looks like Castle, right? From World at War. Everyone loves that. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna put it A tier right now, but I might switch it around. All right, let's zoom in on the maps we have. By the way, if you didn't know, Meltdown from Black Ops 2 as well as Yemen from Black Ops 2 are also coming. If we had images of that, I'd put it in S tier, but we don't have any images. It's probably gonna be in season 1, I imagine. I don't think it's coming at launch. But yeah, so S tier, so this is like the goats, like everyone's gonna love it, no questions asked. It's gonna be remastered for years. The only new map is Toshin. Then in A tier we have Forge and Den. I think I'm happy with that. Den as A tier is an extremely high wild card because it very well could be F. Then in B we have Blackheart, Cortex, Exposure, Imprint. I think I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna switch these. So the okay maps, like the general good maps, you're gonna vote them, but you're not gonna, you know, go crazy for them. Blackheart, Cortex, Exposure, Homestead. I don't know what's in my head right now and why I'm moving it up. I just feel like the colors are just screaming, you know? People are gonna vote it just for the colors alone. Then we have Flagship, an awfully boring map, but at the end of the day, it's just Shipment, Rust, Brain Rot, so people are gonna like it. Imprint, which I hope isn't as bad as where I put it, but it probably will be. Scar, Colossus, Retrieval, and then Paranoia in F tier. I'm curious, do you guys agree on the list? Do you think this is gonna be how it's gonna be? I'm pretty sure this is how it's gonna be. I'm curious to see how many I get right. But yeah.